Today I'm going to be talking about the importance of mentors to the life of an entrepreneur, to the success of an entrepreneur. Stay tuned. What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the Tremain Show. I'm Tremain Davis, and today I'm going to be talking about the importance of mentors to an entrepreneur. But before I get started, I got to give a huge shout out to my man JT over at Tremain's Trinkets and Things. Follow him on IG at Tremain's Trinkets, at Tremain's Trinkets. He sent me this drip right here. As you can see, it is official. Got my Onyx chain with my Black Lives Matter fist, repping the BLM today. Yes, holler at Tremain's Trinkets. That's my man JT over there. He'll take real good care of you. But anyway, I wanted to talk about mentors today. Mentors, and also I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna circle back to my man JT. He's got a heck of a business story too. So we're gonna do an episode talking about his business as well, highlighting him. But mentors are so important to business owners and entrepreneurs as they get started, especially as they get started in their business. I talked about my first business venture that I started like 20 years ago over the last few episodes. And then I started talking about the things that I learned and some of the things that I took away from my first business venture. I talked about how I need to think bigger. I talked about how timing it was everything when it came to my first business. And in entrepreneurship, you can't time the market, but sometimes timing can make all the difference in the world. And some other things that I picked up along the way as I was starting that business, which ultimately wasn't successful, but for me, it was a success. And that's just because I learned so much about business and entrepreneurship, and it kind of gave me the fire in my belly that, hey, I can do this. I can have an idea in a back room, and I can go put my energy and my time and my resources into it, and I can make it a success. I mean, we went out and we signed deals. We went out and we had partnerships. We built a team. We had a platform. We had a working beta version of the platform and everything like that. So we went out and we did things and we built all of this stuff just on an idea. So that gave me what I needed as an entrepreneur so that I can know that I could do it, that I can go out and make something happen. And so that's invaluable as an experience. But I think about it in terms of, mentorship. If I would have had a mentor and somebody who had been there, done that, somebody who was already successful in entrepreneurship, probably could have gave me some different perspectives at that time, probably could have helped me to think bigger, probably could have helped me to understand the market that I was in, the place where I wanted to go. That's the importance of mentors. They really expand your thinking, and they can help you to think outside of the box, think outside of the scope of where you currently are. And that will help to pull you to the next level. So that's why mentors are really important. For me, in the neighborhood that I grew up in and just where I came from, I didn't have access to mentors to go where I wanted to go. The whole idea at that point was just get to college, if you can, and, get a degree, try to get a good job, get you some 401k, get you some benefits. That was, the thought process. And still is to a certain degree in many places in this country. But certainly back then, 20 years ago, when I was first coming out of high school, going into college, that was definitely the prevailing thought. And the idea that, you could not do any of those things and then go start your own business and become an entrepreneur, that was definitely not an entree. That was not on the menu. So, having a mentor, having somebody to say, look, this is what you need to do. You got a good idea. This is how you need to approach it. I just didn't have it. And I can just think now, looking back, because hindsight is always 20/20, that if I would have had something like that or somebody who could give me some of that direction, I may have been a little bit more successful in my early business ventures. And it's okay. I had to learn on the job, OJT, on the job training as an entrepreneur. And many of us know what OJT on the job is as an entrepreneur. Just going out there, trying stuff, jumping in the mix, and throwing things out there, figuring it out on the go. That's really the life of an entrepreneur. But that's what my whole mission is today. After 20 years of being in entrepreneurship, starting multiple businesses, investing in some, being involved in some, consulting over 100 businesses over the last couple of years, teaching, at the university level. My mission really today is to help entrepreneurs, or the next wave of entrepreneurs, thinkers, dreamers, innovators, to be able to pull their ideas out. I love being mentors to other people who are starting in the entrepreneurship game now. And the reason I love it so much is because I didn't have it. And I just know how important just one word can be from a mentor, or somebody who's been there, done that, somebody who has some perspective and has some experience, to say, hey, have you thought about this? Or hey, have you thought about that? Listen, you got an awesome idea. It looks like you're going down the road pretty good, but what about X, Y, or Z? And that's the value that a mentor can bring to the table. So I really enjoy doing that for people now. And that's the reason why I even started this channel, just having my own platform that I can just tell entrepreneurs all the things that they need to know to be successful. So I'm excited about where I am in my journey, just to be able to now share information and share my experience and share my knowledge with others. Hopefully this channel has been able to bring value to you and value to your business as an entrepreneur. Even if you're an aspiring entrepreneur and you're thinking about getting in the game, hopefully you've been watching these videos and saying, man, I can do it. If he can do it, I can do it. And I hope that's the feeling that you're getting, because I started with nothing. I started with just an idea 20 years ago, and I jumped into the entrepreneurship game, and I literally have been hooked ever since. I love business. I love entrepreneurship. I love business dynamics. I love what's happening on the macro level and also on the micro level. I'm all in when it comes to business. So now being able to share that expertise with others is something that really gives me purpose and gives me joy. So anyway, mentorship is important as an entrepreneur. Get somebody around you who has been there, who has done that. Ask them as many questions as you can. No question is a dumb question when it comes to entrepreneurship, because sometimes things you just don't know. Now, you do need to do your research. You can't expect an entrepreneur to build your business for you. So do your research, get out there, start talking to some people, start trying to make some sales, start trying to put some deals together. Go out and do it. But it's always good to have somebody around you, somebody within your sphere of influence, even if it's just one person who can give you a perspective that's outside of your own. That's what entrepreneur is all about. It's about seeing the angles that people don't see, doing the things that people won't do, and that's how you create your pathway to success as an entrepreneur. All right, as usual, like, subscribe, share. Please send this information to every entrepreneur that you know. They need to hear these videos so that they can be encouraged. I know somebody out there right now is trying to figure out what their next move is. Well, I'm here to tell you that you can do it. You can figure it out. Just look at your business, look at the business dynamics, look at your industry, look at your competition, find an angle so that you can figure out what your next move is. And I'm telling you, it'll come to you as an entrepreneur. You just have to continue to move. Baby steps are still steps. I'm gonna do a whole video about that. Baby steps are still steps. I love that statement. But as an entrepreneur, I want you to be encouraged today that you can make some moves towards your dream, and you can make some moves towards your destiny. All right, I'm Tremain Davis, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace. This video is brought to you by Davis & Davis Investments and Management, a full-service business solutions firm. So whether you need one-on-one business coaching or training, or whether you need business strategy development, or if you just need to learn how to shoot professional videos from your iPhone so you can move some of your content online, we've been helping businesses win for over 10 years. So click the link below, grab your free consultation to see if we're the right fit for you.